Welcome to GCSE Maths Help. Today we're going to be looking at graph transformations and functions and the key points you need to know for your exam. Let's get started. When we've plotted a line on a graph, we can change the equation of the line and then predict what will happen to the line on the graph. Sometimes the line moves up or down, sometimes it moves left or right, and sometimes it's reflected in the x or the y axis. So this is the list of the rules that you will need to learn. F with x in brackets represents the function, so that's what happens to x. So let's say for this example, the function is squaring x. So if we add a after the function, so we square x and then add 1, the graph becomes x squared plus 1, so the graph will move up one number. If we minus 1 after the function, so the graph becomes x squared minus 1, the graph will move down one number. If we add 1 before we square x, so the line becomes x plus 1 all squared, then the graph will move to the left by one number. If we minus 1 before we square it, so the graph becomes x minus 1 all squared, then the graph will move one place to the right. If we do the function of x and then times it by minus 1, the graph will become x squared in brackets times minus 1, so the graph will be reflected in the x-axis. But if we times x by minus 1 first and then do the function, so the graph becomes minus x in brackets all squared, the graph is reflected in the y-axis. So let's have a go at some questions. The quadratic function y equals fx has the maximum point of 5, 3. What will happen to this point if we change the function to y equals fx minus 5? So we're minusing 5 after we've done the function, so the a value is outside the bracket. So that means that the graph is going to move down. So it's the y coordinate that's going to change and it's going to move down 5 places. So it becomes 5 minus 2. So B says y equals fx minus 3 inside the bracket. So we're minusing 3 first before we do the function. So the a value is inside the bracket. So that means that the graph is going to move to the right. So it's the x coordinate that's moving this time. It's going to be moving to the right 3 places. So it becomes 8, 3. Some questions will use this way of representing what happens to x with algebra problems. So where fx is the function that happens to x, some questions will ask you what the effect will be if we put x through another function after f. This is written as gf, and your answer will be different depending on whether you put x through the f function first or the g function. Gfx means that x goes through the f function first because it's closest to the x in the list. Then it will go through the g function. But if it's written fgx, then x will go through the g function first and then the f function. For example, if the function fx is 2x minus 6 and the function gx is 3x squared plus 7, what is the simplified expression for gfx? So because the f is next to the x in the list of functions, it needs to go through that one first. So fx is equal to 2x minus 6. So once we've done that to x, we're then going to put it through the g function. So to do gf, we need to replace the x in the g function with what's already happened to x. So we've got 3, 2x minus 6 squared plus 7. So the x goes through the f function first, so it's been times by 2 and had 6 taken away, and then it's going through the g function. So we replace the x in the g function with the f function. So to simplify that out, we've got 3 times, and then let's expand those brackets. So we've got 4x squared minus 12x minus another 12x plus 36, and then add 7 on at the end. So that gives us 12x squared, and then minus 12x is minus 24x, times by 3 is minus 72x, and then 36 times 3 is 108, add on the 7 at the end. So that gives us 12x squared minus 72x plus 115. So that's actually what's happening to x when we put it through the f function and then the g function, one after the other. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to have some practice at answering exam style questions on this topic, click the link in the bio below. Don't forget to subscribe to GCSE Maths Help with the subscribe button below, or you can check out my Instagram page at GCSE Maths Help for more videos and tips. Thanks for watching.